everybody, welcome back to Mediocre Whiskey Review. I am your host, Jill, and today I'm going to give you a very mediocre whiskey review. Alright guys, today we are going to do the Old Forester Statesman. This is a 95 proof Old Forester product, obviously. I just picked this up today. Disclaimer, see the amount that's missing out of here? I didn't drink all this today. I didn't mean to. I recorded a whole other video and never hit record. So we're going for take number 2 here, okay? Anyway, Old Forester. I have the 1910 and the 1920 expression of this. I had never had the Statesman. I've seen some people talking about it online. Quick Google told me that it's apparently in some show. I don't know. I don't watch much TV, so I have no idea what it said, but I was intrigued by it, and I see it every time I go to the store, so I figured I'd check it out. When I did the search online for it, I saw one reviewer had said that they thought when this first came out that it was age stated at 5 years. Otherwise, there is no age statement on the bottle. Like I said, it is 95 proof. Old Forester, as I'm sure everybody out there in the whole bourbon world already knows, that Old Forester is owned by Brown-Forman. I was not aware that Brown-Forman owned so much. I don't go online and Google things and look things up because I'm here to, sniff and taste whiskey because that's what I like to do. But a quick Google of Brown-Forman showed me that they also own Woodford Reserve, Jack Daniels, and my God, there's another one. I don't know. Some others. Whatever. But they do scotches, they do whiskeys, wines, champagnes. They dabble in a little bit of everything, and I think it's super awesome. And I may end up looking up more because now I'm intrigued by it. But so for today, we're going to talk about this guy and see how we like it. I love the color on it. It's kind of dark, but it's, it looks like bourbon. On the nose, so because I did a video before this, I get a spice. I'm going to say it's clove. I don't know that to be certain, but it sounds like it might be clove. So that's what I'm going to go with. But underneath that, there's definitely a vanilla. I got a huge hit of caramel last time, in my previous video. And so I'm super excited to taste it again. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time sniffing, but yeah, I can definitely, the nose it's super light, and I was kind of surprised when I very first poured it in my glass. And of course, the first glass I had, I let it set for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. And when I picked it up to smell it, it was really strong with the spice. And the longer I let it set, the less that nose was there. It's still there. You just got to dig for it a little bit. I get brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, and then that spice. It's a baking spice. It's something. So let's give her a taste. So that spice hits right up front. But it is followed by a sweetness that I'm going to describe as an Almond Joy. An Almond Joy candy bar. It's got that really almost a thick, sweet taste. but the whiskey itself is not thick. It's got an oily feel to it, which I really enjoy in whiskeys. But it's that like spice and sweetness works super well together. It's kind of a very bright palate on it. Now, I will say that I don't think that the palate and the nose complement each other. The palate's nice, it's good, and the nose is nice, and the palate is really nice, but they're like, I don't think the nose does the palate justice. So that could just be me, I don't know. That spice like hangs on, like when you put it in your mouth and that spice just coats your tongue, and then that sweetness comes in and like kind of soothes that spice. The finish is decent. It's not super long, but it's still there. I had funny story for you. I had a conversation through text with a friend of mine this morning, and they asked what I was going to do on my day off, and I said, I'm going to go look for some bourbon because I haven't gone out for a long time, and just shopped because I haven't had time. And they text back, and when I send a text, I text it out and I send it and I'm done with it. And they text back and they said, I've never had Dome bourbon. Is it any good? And immediately I'm lost because I've never had Dome bourbon either. I don't know what that is. Well, when I reread the text that I sent, I had fat fingered the S and I had D. So instead of saying some, I said Dome. And the conversation went very bad from there. I said, oh, that's my bad. I meant to say some, not Dome. And they laughed and said, well, that shows how much I know about bourbon and whiskey, because you could tell me you picked up Fecal Fred's bourbon. I wouldn't know any different. And before I could even reply, they said, I'll bet it's got a really dark color to it. And I said, yeah, and I'll bet the nose is very funky. And then the next comment mentioned corn, and then the conversation was over because, just went too far. We got too far there. But it made my day, and I giggled, and I have giggled about it all day. So, as far as this Old Forester Statesman goes, I like it. I like it a lot, and I didn't think I would. I don't know why, but I did not expect, I didn't expect much out of it. Again, I have the 1910, I have the 1920, and I think those are both super good. And this one, I've passed it up every time that I've seen it because I'm just like, meh, I don't think it's gonna be very good. I was very wrong. It is very good. I think the nose is a little bit deceiving to the palate. But it's very pleasant. It is just really good. I'm super excited about it, actually. And I think I'm more excited because I didn't expect to be excited about it. But I went out today, I wanted to get a bottle, and I always say that I have said, I've said it so many times, I have said that I don't try to spend more than MSRP on a bottle, and I'm pretty sure that I did today. Today was like an odd day. I was in a mood. I wanted to go out and get a bottle of bourbon or whiskey that I did not currently own, and I came across this one, and it was in a liquor store that I go to occasionally. I don't go super often to it, but it was the the employees of that store, this was their pick for the week. So I thought, well, you know, let's give it a shot. I've thought about it before and I never did it. And I am sure that I overpaid because I didn't look it up in the store because I was just, again, in a mood. And so I bought it, and I think I paid $51 for it before tax. So did I overpay? Probably. And at this point now, I won't look because I don't like to know that I messed up. But, you know, again, we'll worry about that another day. I don't always go out looking for specific bottles. It's not my goal. And there are specific bottles that I would like to have, absolutely. But I never go only looking for those bottles. Sometimes I just want something that I don't have. And I have quite a few bottles, not anywhere near the collection that I've seen some people have. But I'm trying to like currently go through them. So that's why we're getting reviews of like random things like IW Harper 15-year last video. But it's because I'm trying to like drink what I have so that I don't feel guilty about buying more. But at any rate, I don't spend a ton of money on bourbon and whiskey, although I could if like I get very tempted by some things. And like when I went today, they had the Bardstown Disco 6, I think. They had the Fusion 7. They had the Founders. And the only reason that I did not pick up one of those is because I don't own any other Bardstown product. I've had them, and I think some of them are spectacular. The price point is high. I think it's an expensive bottle. But my problem with that is not because it's expensive. It's because if I buy one, then I feel like I need to get all the others. And because I didn't jump on that bandwagon when, like, you know, Disco 1 came out, I feel like it's too late for that, and I'm just not going to spend my time hunting and looking for bottles that I'm not going to find. But at any rate, I think this one I was pleasantly surprised by it, very much so. So we're going to rate it. And I'm going to give this one an 8 because I think it was really good. And I think I'm giving it an 8 because I was really surprised by how good it was. It really is fantastic. I will say the finish could be just a hair longer, but otherwise, it's very good. And I enjoy it. I like it a lot. So we're going to end this now before I continue to ramble. And I'm still frustrated that, you know, the last video I did, I didn't actually do. That's fine. We're going to get over that and we're going to move on. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching this mediocre whiskey review. Please hit the like and subscribe button and share it. Do things with it. I don't know. Just get it out there because, you know, why not? Why not? But otherwise, you guys have a great evening, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.